Well, the latest Florida trip is over, completed. I think that was the longest one I've taken so far. So that's okay. My plants don't require a lot of water these days because they're not growing very well. So I can be away from home for like 6 days. Although it was kind of 8 days because I had the Thanksgiving festivities at some friends a couple days before. And that was like immediately kind of tagged on to the Florida vacation. And the significance of that is just because I was pretty much really never by myself for like 8 days. I was always around other people. It was like a kind of a small group of people, and so we're always hanging out. And I didn't even have my own room, so it was an interesting change because when you have your own place and no roommates, you're not really around people full time, and then you go from that situation, which was fine because it was actually good to be around people for a week. But it's definitely a significant change when you're suddenly not around people at all. Yeah, but it was nice. I welcome opportunities like that. So in part of my debriefing, I've discovered I have probably a dozen, maybe to 2 dozen bug bites. Almost most of them are in the calves and ankles, and I did wear shorts the first couple of days when the weather was nice, and then it got cold, and so yeah, no more shorts. But it kind of made me think, okay, what are we going to do about that? Number one thing, just never wear shorts, but when the weather is warm, I don't want to do that. Number two is just to live with the bug bites. But I think number three is just to maybe try some, bug repellent or something like that next time when I'm out there. Because I don't even know when it happened because I didn't feel the mosquitoes. I don't think I ever was even swatting mosquitoes. So to have, 20 bug bites and not even know how they got there, I'm sure there were mosquitoes, but not feel them at all. That was kind of weird and made me think, all right, on my to-buy list is bug repellent. I don't think you can fly with it, or maybe just get non-pressurized. I also got to fly the drone, and an interesting thing, I think I've said interesting too much, but one notable thing was that the beach shots were really cool. Actually, I like the beach shots, and I think it's just some epic stuff, really fun. That's what the kind of drones are for. It's like beaches and kind of cool scenery and mountains and stuff. But the second one was off a kind of a road, kind of a busy road. It's a kind of a somewhat scenic area. Nah, maybe it's not scenic at all, but I just noticed sending it up there, I pretty much, there's just nothing interesting to look at. Maybe a picture of the building as I was coming down. But yeah, it's all about location. When I like using the drone, but you kind of realize you kind of have to go to a place where you kind of know. I think I knew ahead of time. I'm not sure what I'm going to see. But yeah, if you're in an area that's not a lot of nature, why send up the drone at all? So just stuff for future knowledge. And one thing definitely got to work on, I say this every time, but yeah, just eating better. 6 days, you can't be eating terribly for 6 days, but yeah, a lot of snacking and then ice cream and burgers and beer and yeah, going out. And yeah, I think for upcoming trips, because there's just so much traveling that you just got to stay healthy eating wise. You can't let it be a break every time you go on vacation if you're always going on vacation, or really it's kind of a work trip too. So yeah, I definitely got to focus on eating better. And finally, the flight and the flying, I had so many notes about it that I kind of realized that's kind of its own video, because the MVP Elite program, yeah, I don't know. There's each year there's more negative things. So I think it's probably my last year of really trying to get this far. This is the farthest I've ever been on it. I think it's going to be the final level 4. But yeah, after kind of considering everything, I don't think it's worth it anymore. And a lot of people are feeling the same way. So that'll be a whole different video, which I'll probably do next. That's it for now. And it was a good trip, fun trip, fast trip. Well, yeah, I guess. And a little bit cold that time. Definitely not as warm as those summer months. But anyway, it was fun hanging out with friends and performing. So till next time in Florida or wherever, cheers.